Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This amendment removes section 602 from the underlying bill. 602, and it's not even the last section, Mr. Speaker. This is an important amendment, Mr. Speaker, because, well, any proposal with more than 602 sections cannot be necessary to any legitimate function of government. Yet that's what section 602 says. It says that this underlying proposal, a grab bag of new taxes spread around a sort of motley collection of activities that we frown on, is suddenly urgent and necessary to the functions of government. Mr. Speaker, I believe that is simply not so. So let's remove this section and acknowledge that an underlying bill which raises the taxes on tobacco cessation products but drops the tax on cigarettes is putting forward a perverse public policy. We've heard testimony on this floor that smoking cessation products are important. We just can't get our hands around how to make them less taxed. Yet the tax on cigarettes, the main thing we're trying to cessate in cessation, should have no higher sales tax. Mr. Speaker, it doesn't make sense. This proposal may be a convenient tax grab, but it is surely not necessary. In the interest of clarity, in the interest of making a 30-page, 605-section proposal just a little tighter, and in the interest of truth, vote yes to remove section 602. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a bad policy. Please vote no. Mr. Speaker, you should vote no on this bill because it reeks of desperation. And desperation does not equal necessity. Mr. Speaker, you've heard it mentioned glancingly, but I think we need to put a fine point on it. What this proposal embodies is a flaw in our tax policy and, by extension, our budget policies in this state. We set our budgets first, and then we desperately look for the money to cover the expenses. That's what this proposal is. That's why structurally it doesn't make a lot of sense. That's why it's a patchwork of bits and pieces here and there. That's why we cut the tax on cigarettes, but are keeping the tax increase on the stuff that gets you off of cigarettes. This proposal doesn't make sense, Mr. Speaker, and it doesn't make sense because it's been made in a desperate cash grab move to jack up state taxes. This is not good public policy. When we look at excise taxes, we have to be very judicious. Some parts of this patchwork mishmash increase the excise taxes on services, particularly tech-related services, that are very ephemeral. We may chase them out of the state or chase them into other jurisdictions or chase them into cyberspace, just as we chased off Bezos and others. Mr. Speaker, this is not good, well-reasoned policy. It's scared. It's desperate. It's not the way to set equitable tax policy. We talk about our regressive tax policy in the state. I think the reason we have a regressive tax policy in the state, Mr. Speaker, is we make our tax policy decisions out of fear. That's not the right way to do it. Vote no on this proposal. Excise taxes are almost as erratic as capital gains tax, which is not an excise tax, Mr. Speaker, it's an income tax. Please vote no on this bill.